Hello everyone. Just please confirm me. Am I audible to everyone?
Yes, you are.
Start, please. Start.
Okay, just a moment. Okay, can you see my screen? Is it visible?
Yes, it is.
Okay, just a moment. Okay, so I hope it's visible to all of you. So I should start.
Yes, you can start.
Okay. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, esteemed colleagues, and distinguished members of the conference, it is with great pleasure and enthusiasm that I, Usama Raza, uh, extend a warm welcome to each of you on this esteemed 8th International Conference on Computing in Natural Sciences and Engineering. As a student hailing from the National Textile University, Karachi, Pakistan, with a focus on textile management and marketing, I am deeply honored to have the opportunity to share insights from my research with a diverse and esteemed audience. Today, I stand before you to present the findings that delve into the impact of textile sector on the Pakistan Stock Exchange, a subject that not only encapsulates my academic pursuits but also holds significant implications for the textile industry on a global scale. Through this presentation, I hope to foster meaningful dialogues and exchange of valuable perspectives and contribute to the collective advancement in knowledge of my field. Thank you for your presence. I anticipate engaging discussion that lie ahead. But before delving into the intricacies, I have to acknowledge few of the people who were part of this journey. Without them, I don't think it was possible. I extend my heartfelt gratitude to my group members Hamza Qayyum, Shayan Fazal, and Mr. Tala Shakil, and for their diligent work, insightful perspective, and unwavering commitment throughout every stage of our research journey. Additionally, I am deeply indebted to Mr. Danish Hassan, Ms. Solia Javed Kayani, whose expertise, guidance, and encouragement have been the cornerstone of our academic endeavors. Together, we navigated through the complexities of textile sector and particularly Pakistan Stock Exchange. So, moving ahead, this is the outline of my presentation today, and of course the research paper. I'll start from the abstract, then I'll move to the introduction, then I'll go to the methodology, what the methodology we have used, and then we'll discuss the results that we have generated by implementing the methodology that we chosen. Then I'll go the acknowledgement, then conclusion, and then I'll share the references. Okay, so starting off with the abstract, if I were to tell you the core concept of this research and why we opted the stock market, Pakistan stock market, and the particularly the textile sector, you see, Pakistan is on a geographically is on a place where textile sector holds a very significant position in Pakistan's economy. I mean, 70% of the contribution to the GDP is based from the textile sector only. And stock exchange, unfortunately, in Pakistan has been it is considered to be a taboo when it comes to the avenues of investment opportunities. And unfortunately, in Pakistan, there's been no education when it comes to stock market and when it comes to the textile sector. So the objective of this study was to analyze the relationship between the performance of textile companies and the stock market, specifically focusing on the PSX, which is the Pakistan Stock Exchange, using quantitative research approach. Secondary data from the PSX was collected, and financial reports of textile companies listed on the exchange are utilized. We Sorry, shall I move? Okay. So the reason we opted this statistical analysis and why we opted regression models, basically we had time series data from the PSX website, the official website of Pakistan Stock Exchange, of various textile companies who are outperforming on the 100 index. So we wanted to analyze, since we got the data, so we wanted to analyze how we can rely on the data set, and will it produce substantial and a data set which is reliable. So we wanted to go for the regression analysis. We opt the statistical analysis and regression models, which helps us to investigate the correlation between textile industry and indicators of stock market as well. So that was a this is the abstract which I hope must have understand. We also consider the education of the readers as well, where we wanted to educate the investors about the government policies, foreign investments, and global market trends, which help them to make informed decisions. Okay, so moving on to the introduction. Like I said, like I discussed before, the textile sector holds a very vital, and it plays a very pivotal role towards the economic development of Pakistan. I mean, contributing significantly to the country's GDP and employment generation. Just for the record, in 2020 alone, Pakistan textile export were valued around $12.4 billion, which was a 7% increase from the previous year. And mind you, 2020 is the exact year where the whole world was affected by the pandemic, and we had some challenging times. That was the time Pakistan textile industry got that boom, and the exports were at large scale, and Pakistan textile industry particularly got some good business in 2020. And the research paper which we'll be discussing further, it has all the textile sector and PSX policies, which helps us to understand the relationship between the sector, textile sector, and the PSX, and it made them. We hope to educate the investors and policymakers and market participants to help them to make informed decision and capitalize on potential investment opportunities. To tell you a bit about the PSX only, PSX, the Pakistan Stock Exchange, has only 340 companies listed across 37 sectors only. The 37 sectors, I mean, it has the 37 sectors are, if I were to name few of the names of the sector, there are oil, there's textile, there's investment banks, there's cement, technology and communication, commercial banks, automobiles. These are just few of the names of the 37 sectors. So moving on ahead to tell you a bit about the textile sector in the Pakistan Stock Exchange. You see, there are total 39 companies listed on the Pakistan Stock Exchange, and the total companies listed across the PSI, the Pakistan Stock Exchange, are 340. So the total contribution of the textile sector is, I mean, in percentage, you can say 11.48% is the contributing percentage of the textile sector alone in the Pakistan Stock Exchange. And on the pie chart, if you can see, it just breaks down the percentage of three other underlying the composites or the branches of textile. Textile composites has the major part with 48.7%. Textile composite is basically something which is a company which has a vertical setup. A vertical setup is kind of a company which do not outsource whatsoever. It manufactures raw material, yarn, fabric, the garment, distribution of the garment as well. All in all, everything is done on a textile composite companies. And the second the second percentage, the highest percentage is of the textile spinning companies, gaining 43.6% of the pie chart. Textile spinning is basically primarily where the yarn is manufactured from the raw material of, let's say, cotton birds. From the cotton birds, textile spinning is the process where the cotton birds are are converted into the yarn, and then obviously for the subsequent process. Textile weaving, it has only 7.7%, and textile weaving is, if I were to tell you in a layman language, textile weaving, if you have seen the denim fabric is an example of textile weaving. So all in all, you can see the contribution of the textile companies on the PSX. Okay, so moving on to the objectives of the study, we wanted to examine, like I said before, historical performance and long-term trends of the textile sector in Pakistan, including factors such as production capacity, export volumes, employment generation, and market share. We also wanted to analyze the trends and fluctuation in Pakistan Stock Exchange, where the key market indicators such as the 100 index, like I mentioned, market capitalization, trading volume, and liquidity were in focus. And we also wanted to provide a practical recommendation for the investors, policymakers, and market participants to understand, based on the findings, to study and understand and make informed decision, risk management, and investment strategies, and also to inform and educate the masses about the opportunity, especially in times when, particularly in Pakistan, where we're facing economic challenges, where inflation is very high. So we wanted to educate the masses about this particular domain of investment opportunity. Okay, so let's just dive into the methodology. What we have chosen when it comes to our analysis methodology, the first thing which we chose was with time-series data or day-to-day data of the Pakistan Stock Exchange of various companies. We wanted to do the descriptive and statistical analysis, which is a very basic thing. I mean, we wanted to analyze the mean, median, mode. Mean being the average of the data set, median being the midpoint of the data set, and mode being the highest frequent value of the data set. And also we wanted to analyze the standard deviation. All of it was to summarize and understand the central tendencies and variability of the data. We also opt for the mean absolute percentage error. Why we opted for this? We opted for this because it helps to make us understand the forecasting accuracy and the data set which is forecasted the values against the actual values. So it helps us to give us the percentage where we can analyze how much reliability of the data set is. So it helps. The lower the mean absolute percentage value is, the lower the value, the better predictive accuracy it will give. So we'll show that in the next slides, what type of data we have got and what are the results we have gotten. Okay, so the third methodology which we have chosen, which we have implied, is mean absolute deviation. And again, it was the reason why we chosen this, because we wanted to measure the variability that indicates the average distance between the observations and the mean. So this is also a parameter which helps us to understand how much the deviation in the data set is, and how much the predictive value that we have predicted, how much of a reliability the data set has. So, and again, this data set also suggests that the smaller the match, the closer the prediction are to the actual values. And this is something which I'm going to disclose in the next couple of slides. The fourth and the last methodology was the mean squared deviation. This is a measure of dispersion that calculates the average squared difference between each point and the mean of the data set. And again, this also suggests that the lower the MSD, the closer the model's prediction and to the actual data. Okay, so let's jump into the results and discussion that we got. Basically, what we have done here, the companies that we have chosen to analyze the data set, and we have done all the analysis, we have denoted them with alphabetical orders as company A, B, C, D, because we thought it would be better to confidential. It would be professional to hide the names to avoid future problems or whatsoever. So we wanted to just keep it very simple. So not disclosing any company's name, but we denoted it as company ABC. So as you can see, the variables of company A has mean value of 102. By the way, let me tell you also one thing. The data set we have analyzed, the high value and the low value of the stock exchange. That was the data set. That was the data set that we have analyzed. The high value of the stock and the low value of the stock. That were the variables of our research and the calculations. So you can see the mean value of company A has been the 102.86. The standard deviation has been under control, and the standard error has been under control, and the standard deviation is around 18 point around 19. And coefficient of variation, the minimum value, maximum value, the range, of course, and the mode of the data set. And this is what we've got as in the graphs, and just tell you a bit about the graphs. The data set have suggested us that the normal probability of the plot of company A is suggesting that the data set is very strong, and it suggests that the predictive values has a higher tendency of getting the results of getting results which are reliable and that are good for the masses. And the histogram, the versus fit, and the versus order, all of it is suggesting that the data set is quite reliable. And at the trend analysis, if you can see, we have done the quadratic trend model, and this is where you can see the variability of the data set is quite. It is quite disruptive, but it is under control. The map value, the MAD and MSD, if you can see at the right side, it suggests 14.196. The MAD is 11.55, and the MSD is 2.11. And like I said, the MAD, and the MSD, all of it suggests that lower the value, the higher the accuracy and the higher the chances of its prediction will be. So this is about the company A. Then moving on to the trend analysis of company A also. We did three model types: linear, quadratic, and exponential growth. And these are the results that we find. And like I mentioned, the lower the value, the higher the chances of accuracy. So this is what we've gotten from the company A trend analysis. And so moving on to company B. Now the company B has different data sets, and obviously it has different value, as you can see, different mean, different standard error, different coefficient of variation, different standard deviation, and different range of course, and different mode of data. Let me show you the data, the graph that we have got. So as you can see, the normal probability plot is quite under control. The versus fit, it's quite disruptive, but I think it's okay. The versus order, the histogram, and the trend analysis plot of PNL, and the map, and all the map, MAD, and MSD, quite controlled, particularly the MAD. If you can see, it's 4.4. It is suggesting has a very strong chances that if this company, if we predict values of this particular company, then the chances of having the accurate results are very high. So this is what we have gotten from the company B. These are the data set that we've gotten from the company B. And this is the trend analysis of company B. As you can see, the linear, quadratic, and exponential growth of the trend analysis of company B, MAP, MAD, and MSD. All the values are there and quite under control. And comparatively to the company A, the values are a bit high, especially the MAP. The MSD is lower as compared to the company A, and MAD is very lower as compared to the company A. Okay, so company C, moving to company C, as you can see, all the values, and again, different company, different values, and different data sets. And mind you, all these values are the stock's highest price and the lowest price throughout the day. So the highest, the mean value of this particular company is 105. This is in rupees, by the way. And standard error, it has indicated standard deviation, coefficient of variation, minimum maximum value, the range, of course, the mode of the data set as well. So all of it, as you can see. Now I'll show the graphs that we have gotten. These are the graphs that we have got, and by the way, the graphs and the analysis that we have done is done on the Minitab. We have done all this analysis on the Minitab software, and this all data, this is what we have. This all graphs is what we have got from that software. So as you can see, all the graphs, the trend analysis plot is quite dispersed. Yes, but MAD and MSD is the map and MAD is quite commendable. It's quite okay to say the least. MSD is quite high, but as compared to the previous company, it's quite okay, I feel. This is the trend analysis of company C. All the values of MAP, MAD, and MSD. All the values which are about and under control, and it is suggesting that the company sees values. If we predict the values, if we were to predict the values, then it has the chances of having all the positive chances of accuracy. Okay, the next is the company D. Again, new company, new data set and different values. Mean value, standard error, as you can all see, standard deviation, coefficient of variation, maximum, minimum, different, all sort of different data set and different mode, and of course the range. And the data set is, as you can see, it's quite more impressive. I mean, the probability plot, the versus fit, and the MAD and MSD, they're quite commendable. I mean, the values are very good, quite under control. The map is 6.5, the MAD is 2.7, MSD is 11.0. I mean, the values are suggesting very strong relation between the data set, and it is implementing, it is giving that understanding that if we do regression analysis, if we predict values, future values of this company, then it has a chance of growing exponentially based on the data set. This is the trend analysis of the company D, and as you can see, all the values, the linear, quadratic, exponential growth, all are pretty good, and suggesting a strong relation between the data set. Okay, so company E, another company, different values and different data sets. As you can see, different mean value, different standard error, different standard deviation, coefficient of variation, minimum, maximum, and a different mode, of course, and a different range. And this is what the data set, this is the graph that we have gotten from Minitab. As you can see, all the values, all the data sets, the map, MAD, MSD, all are quite well and quite under control, suggesting a strong relation with the data set, and I mean, impulsively suggesting the investors to invest in such companies which has a good map, MAD, and MSD. It has a really strong relation with the data set, and encouraging researchers like us to predict their future values, to get an understanding how well the company will be performing for the next period. These are the trend analysis of company E models, linear, quadratic, exponential, and as you can see, all the values are well lower than expected, and I mean, it's quite commendable the fact that the data set has proven to be very good when it comes to the equations, and when it comes to the data set, that the values that we have gotten, quite under control, and suggesting that the company will have a better future. This company has a good future when it comes to predicting the values. Okay, another company, company F, another company, different values, different data sets, and different opinion. The mean is different, error is different, of course, the deviation, coefficient of variation, the mode of the data set, and the graphs, especially. Again, the graphs, again, suggesting and impulsively, encouraging the investors maybe to get a profile of this company and start considering the company's portfolio, and to make it and to add this company in their portfolio, in their investment portfolio. All the MAD and MAP and MSD are good values, suggesting a good trend, suggesting a good order of data sets, and telling us that it will be a good thing to do if we offer predictive values. These are the trend analysis, all the values. Again, like I mentioned, lower the value, higher the chances of better and predictive data sets. The last company, the last which we have analyzed, the company G. Again, different company, different data sets, and different values, and different opportunities, and different uh, uh, understanding. These are the graphs that we have gotten, and again, all the data sets and the values of map, MAD, and MSD all are under control, suggesting a very good relation between the data set, and suggesting a good relation and telling us how if we were to predict the value, then it is suggesting a good relation between the data set and a good company to add on your investment portfolio. These are the trend analysis of the last company, company G, all of the values, and this suggests that the quadratic model is significant on most of the companies. All over, in summary, if I were to tell you that it suggests that all the findings is suggesting that the quadratic model is significant on most of the companies. All right. So, in acknowledgement, I would like to express my gratitude to the Pakistan Stock Exchange, through which we got all the data, and giving that transparency to the investors, to the people, to the researchers like us, to get our hands dirty and get ourselves the understanding of how the market and the stock is actually performing, particularly the textile sector. And I also like to sincerely appreciate the support and coordination of our HOD of my university, National Textile University, Dr. Arslan Ahmed, and Director Campus of National Textile University, Dr. Khalid Pasha, who were who were there for our support and encourage us for this presentation and helped us throughout the process. All right. So, in conclusion, when considering the trend analysis of the companies, we evaluated, like I said, the quadratic model appeared to be the most appropriate. Like I mentioned, all the companies, all the six companies, what we have concluded that out of all the three models, linear, quadratic, and the exponential growth, the quadratic model appears to be the most appropriate for company A, B, C, D, E, F. There's no H, there's a mistake, there's a G. It yielded the lowest value for metrics such as MAP, MAD, and MSD. However, the company C, G, H showed relatively similar performance across the linear and quadratic exponential. Based on the stability analysis, we assume that company G and C exhibiting relatively better stability compared to others. However, when considering both the stability and trend analysis, it can be concluded that company C, with its high mean value, and company H with company G with stable mode values, demonstrated consistent performance and were well suited for quadratic trend model. Additionally, company G showed better stability with the highest minimum value and a suitable linear trend model. All right, these are the references which we have used throughout the research, and these are the things which have helped us to analyze the data set well. All these references for all of you, and this is what we have done over the years. And thank you so much for your time, and I appreciate it. If you ask me any question, if you have any question, just let me know. Thank you.
Questions, please.
If you have any question, you can ask.
Hello, Usama.
Yes, sir.
Trend analysis of different companies is well explained and defined very well. Using Minitab is impressive. and data insights are explained with help of plots and charts. So I want to know that what is the future work of your
Uh, what, what is the future probability of the data set?
future work? I mean, what you
Future
have
work,
decided
okay.
you will do in future.
Yes, basically, when we got the positive response for all the data set that I showed you, it obviously helped us to go for the next phase, which is obviously predicting the values and analyzing the actual values if it's true or not. So we're working on it, of course. Me and my team, all the group members, we are the next phase of our research is basically on this particular topic that you mentioned, that we are focusing on the other side of the research, where we are cross checking, or you can say the findings, whether it's reliable or not. So yeah, this is the next phase of our research, and inshallah, in future terms, if we got the in future terms, we'll be happy to present the findings if we got some good results, inshallah.